YouTube channel. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm wearing the same clothes. It's because, guys, I just, I recorded again. Anyway, I just want us now, because of the structure that I've laid on the first video of dysfunctional families, I just want us now to talk about how to break the cycle. Like, I just want us to dive into the video, because I feel like that one was long because I was talking a lot and blah blah blah. So now I just want us to talk about how to break the cycle, because like you've heard from the previous video, that I only realized late that really the my family, it was not and it really created a division within us as a family, because now when your family are separated, there's that thing of what children are caught in the middle. If you like your father more than, if you are not even like your father more than your mother, but if you are more closer to this one, the other one is like, you're betraying me, and when you become closer to this one, that other one is like, you are betraying me. So it's like, I man, it's not right. It's really not right. And I just feel that the cycle needs to be broken. We need to break the cycle, and I thank God that I went through what I went through to realize that I don't want to do it anymore. One of the things that that made me realize that this thing has really affected me negatively is that I am scared of getting married. I'm really scared of getting married, and for one reason. I don't want a divorce. And someone once told me that if you think of something a lot, it might end up repeating itself. So now, me talking about it, I just want to release it to say, fine, I'm scared of marriage, but I'm gonna let go of the fear, because it's not gonna dictate, like, where my past cannot dictate my future. I will not allow it. And therefore, me being scared of marriage, it's me being scared of failing and history repeating itself. I don't want history to repeat itself, because I feel like my siblings and I didn't have a good childhood, and really our parents tried, but it had a negative impact on us, and it still does. Whereas now it's even worse. Like, now we've grown, but the emptiness remains. You understand? But one thing that I thank God is that, after you've realized something, after you've realized that something is wrong, the first step that you need to do is kneel down and pray. And when you're praying, especially if you were caught in the dysfunctionality, if you believe in God, please kneel down and pray. And your prayer should be for God to forgive, or for God to pray to God, so that you can be in a position to forgive your parents, or you can be in a position to forgive the people that you feel like your life could have been better. Should they have done things right? So forgive them, and love them, and honor them, and respect them, as the Bible illustrates. It's not even for the benefit of them as parents, but it's for the benefit of you as an individual, to say, it's fine. kundlulile, like it's over. You understand? It had a negative impact, yes, but it's not gonna dictate my life. It's not gonna allow. It's not gonna, you know, direct my life as to how it should go. Ask God to heal you from the inside, because this thing, it brings a lot of emotional trauma, if I were to put it that way. You become so traumatized, guys. You become so traumatized and finished. You don't believe in anything, because what is there to believe in? And you put a blame, you become so hard on yourself because you want to prove that you are not where you come from. And worse is that, ne, the worst situation is that you also find you find that we are living in a society that they would say things like, you should check a person's background before you marry them, or you should check their family, how they conduct themselves before you involve yourself in that family. And now you become so worried to say, what's gonna happen if there's someone that really wants to break the cycle, but they don't know how, and this person is being judged because of their past and not who they are. You understand? So it has a lot of emotions involved in it, and not good emotions, negative emotions, and which can lead to depression, which can lead to stress, which can lead to anxiety. So please, God is the biggest factor. God is your healer. When you go through a challenge and you really don't know how to explain it to people, because people face different things, and for some they might look at you and feel like, when you don't know what you're talking about. But really, you'd find that the damage it has caused cannot secure you relationships, other relationships. Like you lack in your love life. You lack in terms of, if you're a mother, you can't even love your children because you were never loved. If you have your siblings, you guys amongst yourselves cannot express love to each other because you don't really know what love is. I remember I used to fight with my brother a lot. And petty things. Don't think it was huge fights. We would fight about the TV. And it got so intense that my mother would be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Should we call the police? But now, I remember I once prayed and told God that I can lose a lot of things. And it wasn't, it's still a fresh prayer. I did it not so long ago. I was like, Lord, my siblings are my life. And, please bring unity and peace within us. We grew up as islands. I did that, my brother did that. My little sister, I was closer to my little sister because, my little sister is 10 years younger, so we are all close to my little sister. We love her so much. But me and my brother, we are not close. I remember we went to the same varsity, and my brother was, this one time, my brother was so broke, and he was going around varsity, just trying around campus, and he was just trying to find a solution. Okay, I need like money. I don't know, it was lunch money or whatever. And I was coming, I was going to class, and he saw me. He was like, Konje, you attend school here. Imagine, we are siblings, we come from the same house. My brother was like, Konje, oh, you are here also, ne? Okay, please borrow me money. And I'm like, really? Really, you had forgotten that I'm here also. You understand? So it's only now, really, when through God's intervention, my brother and our relationship is very nice. We can laugh with each other. My brother is, the funniest in the family. But he has taught me a lot. I'm not a patient person, but my brother teaches me so much patience because our characters are, they're different. Like there's a huge gap. So my brother is the quiet one. My brother doesn't like a person who talks a lot and a person who's loud. I'm a complete opposite. I'm very loud and I talk a lot. So you can just imagine that clash. But now I've told myself that I'm going to learn how to, bring peace within my brother's life and within us, the three of us. And now, although siblings, we're gonna still have arguments here and there, but I'm telling you that we laugh more than we shout. We don't have, even in the midst of challenges, because as I'm making this video, things are not like looking really well, but we are happy and we're at peace and we love food. So we just take it as it comes, a day at a time. I believe that my kids must be in a position to recognize my brother as their uncle, and not just an uncle by blood relation, but uncle by love, compassion, and support, like we read on the definition in the previous video. I believe that my little sister, they should see her. My children should see my little sister more as their second mother, and not just their aunt somewhere. You understand? And that's how we grew up. We grew up having aunts and uncles and Burakadi, Libo Malome, Libo Ramani, Libo. But we grew up knowing them as they are there and we are here. And those are the other ones are there. We're not close. And that is the cycle that we need to break. To say, as siblings, if it happens that God decides to take me, I should know, and I have kids, I should know that Penyo, my little sister, will be able to take care of them and jump into my shoes and become a mother to them. You understand? And my brother, it should be that way, to a point where now when you go to maybe your aunt's place or your uncle's place, you might not be comfortable. You might not. You must check whether you're well seated. Even when you're thirsty, you can't even say "kopela metsi." Dysfunctionality brings that. It's something small, but like it brings that. You can't even say I'm hungry. But I want to create a space, and I would advise you, if maybe I would plea, not even advise, I would plea with you that if you're in such a space, let us break it. Nothing is impossible with God. Believe that God can really bring your family together. And to a point where, if I have kids, I'd know that, my brother, I'd know that they can, already so, they can open the fridge and eat in peace. They can sit down. No, I don't believe, like, you believe already. So far, if Nedilo Sinya, allow kids to be free, allow kids to be kids. You understand? And I just thank God for the experience that I had. And I thank God for making me realize that really what I thought was life was not really life. And now I even how I treat my little sister and my brother, I treat them so that they can know, even though I don't tell them every day that I love them, but they must know that I love them, you know. And ka khalimela na, you know, ka khalimela, and he khalimela ka kwata, you know, and he kwata, I cry, you know. So it's that intense to say, I want to see you prosper, and if you're not doing things well, you're making me emotional, and you're gonna make me cry. You're gonna laugh. So let's do things right. You understand? So, guys, in breaking the cycle of dysfunctionality, please be active in doing it. The second thing, the first thing is rely on God, trust in God. God is the source of it. God will bring you guys together. God will bring unity and peace within your family. Be it is you and your child, or it is you and your spouse, or it is you and your siblings, or whatever the case may be. Please trust and rely in God as your first source. Secondly, guys, if you need therapy, if you need counseling, or whatever, if you think that will work, do it. Especially in the black community, do it. If you feel like you don't have money, go to your pastor. If you trust your pastor, and your pastor, you can see that your pastor is living in a functional, family, ask your pastor to intervene, or ask, someone that you can trust, your friend, whoever, someone that you can feel comfortable talking to, and trying to break the cycle. Please do so. If you feel that anyone that can really assist, if you think like reading books and learning more on how to be functional, please do it. Ne? The most important thing about realizing that something is wrong is actually not okay. What's the English word? Don't play a blame game, ne? Or don't a pity party. Don't throw yourself a pity party, but rather be active in trying to solve the situation. I'm not saying that it will always be the case where you guys are gonna flourish, your futures are gonna be bright and everything, but at least fail while you have tried. You understand? Kore, allow yourself to say, I've tried so many times and I failed by default. I didn't fail because I was like, it will work itself out. Jonga, try, forstella, ne? Ish, break the cycle of siblings rivalry. Break the cycle of you telling yourself that, okay, because I am coming from a bad relationship, I won't create good relationships. But even if you had maybe an abusive romantic relationship, and now you feel like the next one that you're gonna go to will be as dysfunctional as that one. That mentality. Yeah, another thing that you can add is throw the mentality of saying it's a generational curse. If it's a generational curse, tell God that you are creating a generational blessing, and that blessing will go on through generation to generation. You understand? And as families, I wanna just stretch it out to families as I conclude, ne? As I conclude, to say, I know this was not like before I conclude, I just wanna say this. I know this wasn't steps on how to break the no. I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you my experiences and how I feel, But all that I can say is a family should take its responsibility, and you need to act like you are my family. You understand? So play your part as an individual. Play your part. If you feel like you were not loving your parent enough, don't say, yeah, no, why I sound about it. Yeah, no, why? Yeah, no. I know it's tiring, but to break a cycle, it starts within you. It starts with you. I once read a quote that says, treat others the way that you want them to treat you. So if you were born in a dysfunctional family and you are tired of it, learn or be around people that know, you understand, that know functionality. Because now for me, I have friends that I can see are okay. They are, and by functionality, I'm not saying that your parents are together or no, there are parents that are separated, but the children are really doing fine because they get love from both ends, and they are fine, they are happy. So all I'm saying is that teach yourself how to be normal, teach yourself how to be functional, you understand. And then after you've taught yourself, show put yourself into getting a trial and error, something like that. Put yourself into um, a challenge to say, if I was wronging my sibling, or if I was disrespecting my mother, if because it all boils down to principles really. If you have good principles, if you have integrity, if you have you have the fruit of the spirit. I think it's Galatians 5 verse 22 or something. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, guys. I'm not good with scriptures. But the fruits of the spirit, no? Please visit that scripture and then teach yourself those fruits of the spirit, because I believe that they are the essence of Christianity, or they are the essence of life. Because if you have them, you'll be able to spread and speak life within your surroundings. And your relationships, you'll see, Luena, you'll see within your structures, ne, that they are changing. You'd see that if your family, you didn't believe in laughter, you didn't believe that you must laugh at jokes, you'll see, you'd sit down and watch comedies together. I can't think of anything funny right now. But you end up even watching the soapies together. And I know some people believe that it's a waste of time, but when family comes together and they have a common thing, it brings the love, and you can feel for it. You find safety in that. You find safety in being in a family space, being in a functional home, you understand. And the warmth, yeah, man, you can feel the warmth. You even sleep in peace. So as much as we are serious, we take bringing family together lightly. It really, it really is important, and it saves you from a lot of stress. It saves you from a lot of high blood pressure going up and down. Because now I will be like, woo, I hate that person. But the more you love them, and the more you forgive them, and the more they come closer to you, is the more the function is the more the family functions, and it's the more even lower, and you can feel the burden from your shoulders that, okay, now I sleep in peace, and I'm peace with the people that are around me, and you become comfortable with the people that are around you. And really, your life becomes, you become happy, man. Over happy, man. Who am I like my life in? So yeah, guys, in conclusion, please look at your family structure, and look at, and this doesn't only go to your immediate family, it goes also to your cousins, your siblings, and your cousins, and your aunts, your uncles, your extended families. The reason why I made it immediate, it was because I was telling you about my experience. So basically, yeah, guys, that's it. I hope we break the cycle, and I just want to stress that to mothers who are raising kids on their own, I know it can be tough. From my experience, I know that my mother like really struggled, because now you have to juggle the fact that maybe you failed in your relationship, and now kids are looking up to you, and now it is it might even be worse that even the father is not supporting your children. Good thing for us, our dad was always present. But if you are in a situation where even financially you're really struggling, try to, I wouldn't advise, give you a massive advice, but all that I can do is, in the midst of those challenges, trust in God and love your children. Love them. Love them usnasilo. Love them. Ubarat, umurate ngwano, ubarate banbahau. Whether you're living in a one-room house, a one-room room, just love them. And if you can't give them the best, let them live life knowing that what we got out of our dysfunctionality was the fact that our mother loved us, our mother protected us, our mother made sure that we are content and the situation is just only temporary. And really, all the other things will fall together. I know someone facing this thing might say, wena badlala papa, stress e tla o shapa wa lebala le hore bana ba ke ba mang, wa tlhala. But really, kids are something else, and they are gifts. I love kids so much. I don't wanna lie, I love kids so much, and it pains me to see them suffer because of the consequences of maybe their parents. But please, if you can't give them your best, at least love them. Give them something that you don't need to buy. Give them love, give them support, give them compassion. Be present. And I'm definitely sure that they will appreciate it. I'm definitely sure that they will appreciate it. So guys, sorry for the lengthy videos. However, guys, let's break the cycle of dysfunctionality. Se unnecessary. And just let's love living in peace and love living happy, And the most important thing that people maybe don't like doing, forgiveness. Forgiveness helps you as an individual, really. It doesn't, I think it's what the reverse psychology, I don't know. But like, forgiveness helps you. The person who's forgiving is really like the one that gets help a lot. You get helped in the process because you release the anger that was within, But anyway, guys, thank you for watching my videos on dysfunctionality, and I hope you share, you like, and importantly, subscribe, guys. Subscribe, and till we meet again with another video. I love you, and I pray that God brings happiness and joy in your lives. And live your best lives. And always know that God always has a solution. If you don't believe me, check your life. You'll see that everything that you went through, it's in the past. And God only has solutions, to push you through your future. So, guys, thank you. Stay humble and may God bless you. Bye.